Give me a sec, guys. What up, Gifty, Berserker, Extra Towel? Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked by something I had to do, but we're here now, man. So today's gonna be the trial and the execution for this. So give me a sec. Let me get the camera on. Why is the camera not showing? Hold on a sec, peeps. Yeah. There we go. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at? Hey, what up, Troy? That prep. I am so ready to nail Byakuya to the cross. Like, I have no one in my mind right now but him. Let me set our skills. Increase the influence gauge by 2. Cost 2 or 3. Yeah, let's do it. Steal patience. Nice. Alright. Let me just quickly look over my handbook again. Truth bullets. What do I have? Sakura's account. Yep, that's fine. Locker room dumbbell. Mondo's get stronger. Card reader. Alright, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm just in my mind. It's to Byakuya and Toko. So let's go. Just sound effects. I think turn down the sound effects a bit. Alright, hold on. I can't enter the let me finish preparation, see if I can. Oh, I was already in it. Fuck, I'll do it now. I'll do it in
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the...
There we go. Options. SFX down. Background. Yeah, that's fine. I think 10. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Results! If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But
I so wanted to be Byakuya. I so badly wanted to be that guy.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. Let's talk about the murder weapon!
Dumbbell sama. Dumbbell sama. Here we go. Roast Byakuya and his fishy behavior.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Okay.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Yeah. Hey. You think you have proof that oh no, not contradicts, but he's asking a question. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. We go. I got a bit hasty there, sorry. There has to be a contradiction.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, no. Fat belly.
No, that's wrong.
It's a fucking number, you fat bastard.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? Found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood.
Yeah.
And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
I didn't want to take no injury this one. I got hasty there. I was so desperate to fucking nail him to a cross.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Man grabs his head. Shoot.
Yes! That's so creepy!
This fatty's next. This fatty's next. I can see it.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here.
Let's
move
want
on
to say
to
it to him.
discussion of the culprit.
He wants everything wants me to think it's Toko, but it could actually have been him, and he's trying to make it look like it's her double personality, right? Genocide Jack.
Although I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
If he blames her, then I know it's him.
For real?
Let's see what he says.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer,
Okay.
Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack. He's not asserted who he thinks it is, though. The non-stop debates. Yeah, absolutely. God damn. White noise will appear and disrupt your reactions. So think of them as obstacles in your debate. Okay. White noise. I like the fact that there is a lot of white noise around this case, to be honest. You shoot down a white noise. If you shoot an actual remark, time will decrease. Okay. White noise won't appear at all. I'm not on gentle. I don't think I'm on gentle, so there will be white noise. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on!
I don't want to
There's
get
just
confused
no
here.
proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of
The game is never
Genocide
fun in
Jack,
general.
I don't know who that is!
Am I, like, X is the silencer, right? One took that anyone would be convinced. Yeah. Look, so can someone please explain to me, did I see any white noise here?
I'm sure.
Is that purple
Case
seriously
closed,
white noise?
as far as I'm concerned.
But
Wait.
that's impossible!
There we go.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof
Okay.
for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide
Okay,
Jack,
I know what it is.
I don't know who that is!
Yeah, only one person does. Well, me and one person. Okay. I just want to get used to this, yeah? So that's why I
The
took some
culprit
time.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Wait.
No,
Wait,
it's wrong.
okay. There we go. You're wrong, you motherfucker.
I
Come on.
might know one reason he could be involved.
Yeah.
What?
And
I
there's still
found this
shit's gonna come
file
up.
while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Yuddy.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack
Hey,
case.
what up, 900 Keyblade Summer?
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Yeah, he divulged that shit to me.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Did you get a fresh cut? Yeah, you weren't here on the previous stream. Yeah, I did. It's just going outside with the hair, like it was just a headache, giving me the headache because of the heat. So I got rid of it. But now the
According
heat's
to the
gone down,
file,
so
there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack
yeah.
case.
Yep.
The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
I'm gonna have to refute this guy, but I don't know if I got the bullet for that.
Oh, that's right.
Boob lust.
Boob lust.
Hey, make us up.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
They're gonna give me a bunch of choices, which it could technically be all of them. The other characters that every Genocide is, which is the wall that large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, to do with positioning of the body. How the victim was positioned here.
I got it!
Horny fat turtle, yeah.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Well,
there's only one logical answer I can think of.
I swear he's basically incriminating himself. He's legit incriminating himself, being the only one that knows the MO.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
Mondo, man, always quick on the uptake.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Yep, it's Byakuya. If he's blaming her, it's Byakuya.
What?
I'm sorry, it's Byakuya.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Yep, it's Byakuya. We know it took place in the boys' room. It's Byakuya. Fat bastard. Voldemort is back at the year end. You were in the previous stream though, you saw it, didn't you? Towards the end? Or maybe you didn't.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
And he says it so lightly. I wasn't at the last stream. Okay, yeah, it must have been at the one before that, yeah. Yeah, Bournemouth is back, man.
Riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Fucking, this guy's always high, man. I feel like I understand it. When he's pretending not to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. It's the personalities. But multiple people. Tis the season to be baldy. What the hell is this? Oh wait, hold on. Ah, what am I thinking of? Wait. Am I getting this wrong? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What word is it? Hold on. I forgot what... Okay. What could it be? Yeah. They gave you 2 letters already. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to think it is though. What I think the answer is. Like, I don't know what it is already. I knew it was hair last time. There we go, okay. Wait. Thick. I don't know what this word is. They just faded into it and I was like, sushi. I'll say the same, but what word is this? Alright, I'll gotta wait for a different one. What word is this? Oh god, they just faded really quickly into it. There was not even a pause. Sphinx? Schism or schizo? Fuck's sake, man. No, not schizo. Oh, it was the red one. Okay. Schizo. Okay.
Now I understand.
Okay, schizophrenia. Okay, I see.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
That's even a mini game in itself. It's like a 4-letter word for multiple personality disorder. It's like that, basically. Schizo? Like, but that's like a... Who refers to... Like, give an appropriate word for it.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too.
Okay.
They thought that the suspect might have... What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
My health is pretty... I'll see. It'll come up.
Oh, okay. But
that's
still,
what I hate, when you know what the situation is, but they make you jump over hurdles to come together on that. You know what I mean?
Perfectly acceptable.
I would have been fine if they given me like an option for that.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Yeah. Like, make me choose between, I don't know, bipolar, schizophrenic, or something else, and make me remember what the exact term is. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're
My
talking
health is
about
looking
how she
decent.
started acting totally different than usual, right?
I'm not sure if it's full though. Actually, it might be full.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
So, it's not even accurate. So, is it just the translation? Is it just the localization from the Japanese? Is it something different? Shit, man, she went demented. Web of lies.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
And not the same thing, as far as I know.
Not to mention,
I think
once
you're
she
right,
regained
Croy.
consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again,
That's
she
why
was
it's so weird
utterly
for me
calm.
to figure out a word for that.
In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Split. Split the movie.
So when
I would
Toko
have been
trapped
fine with
herself
Split.
in her room,
Split personality.
because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide have control. See, that should have been a truth bullet, but that wasn't. I think so. Yeah.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
I know it's Byakuya. Byakuya set her up. Byakuya's made it all look like it could be her, man. He took advantage of someone vulnerable, man.
What?
He legit took advantage of someone vulnerable like that. Yeah, occasionally the logic isn't perfect, but it's usually pretty good. Okay. In Japanese, it was Omae mo Shinderu.
Toko was afraid.
Nani?
Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
You see how he's basically narrating, he's basically dictating the narrative. The guy is literally dictating the narrative, and he's hoping people forget that he's the only guy that knows the MO of Genocide Jack. Apart from maybe her, if they believe her.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
But she didn't, she missed out the scissors.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
This is the conversation about the promise.
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Okay.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
What a bellend this guy.
This is all a lie.
She doesn't know her own mind. She doesn't even know her own mind.
Wouldn't tell anyone. What? You promised.
Wow.
I can't believe you lied.
He wants her to go fucking nuts right now.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Now comes my favorite character. I present you.
This is the real world. not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Biaka needs to go, man. He needs to go.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Jeez, man. I couldn't keep our promise, but don't worry, never again. Somebody fed her that line.
You said if I
Somebody fed her the
kept my
line about your
promise,
Genocide Jack, because she
you
doesn't
love
remember
me.
what happens.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
What a big man this guy thinks he is. How smart is he to take advantage of someone who's got like her problems?
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Fucking hell, man. I swear Biaka is the most painful
I
death.
hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question
Savage,
directly.
yeah. My man's a dick, man. How smart does he think he is? Taking advantage of her. If he's that smart, he should have taken advantage of someone way smarter. His equal, his intellectual equal, or someone who didn't have a like a mental disorder.
You don't.
Oh shit, she's gonna pop. What? Suddenly lunged backwards. This is some exorcist shit. What the hell is going on?
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh crap.
What the heck?
What the hell happened to her?
So you figured it out,
This
huh?
is it.
Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
My babe genocide, sure.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
What happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality.
Oh
What if
god.
one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Here we go. Here we go.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This
Nothing
one
else.
is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is
Now
composed of a front and a
there's big
back.
doubt in my mind about whether it could actually have been her.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
It would depend on what personality he spoke to as well. This is... I'm the same. How are we gonna
Miss
figure
Jack,
this out?
Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all
Nah,
masterminds.
misdirection.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other
Monokuma.
people.
Monokuma versus her, man. That would be a fight.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Existence is exhausting.
Just kidding again!
Yeah. I don't think she can be around us. If it's not her, there's no way we can let her roam around now.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Nope.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
What is her secret, Genocide Jack? No one knew. No one knew. Did Monokuma knew? That's the thing. Did Monokuma know that she was that thing? And he already said.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
That's the thing though, how would Monokuma know that? Monokuma acts like he doesn't know. He didn't know.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
If she did it, if Genocide Jack did it, she would admit it. Like, I have no reason to believe that she wouldn't admit it.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Wow, man.
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Look how quickly people turn on you, man. You got issues. She's totally right about that, but Genocide killed them with logic. I need to get more details about it. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if I can refute something. This is gonna be a bit tricky. Status of the dead body. Okay. Contradiction.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, not completely.
What more proof do we need?
No, I missed it. It doesn't match completely. The scissors.
Give it up. You killed her.
The scissors. I know what this game is, but at the same time kind of new. Why can't normal people just be trapped in a school and not kill anyone? Well, that's the rules, man. The rules is the rules. Yeah, I know what it is. I just need to...
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change
it's
things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No! Shoot it, man! Properly.
Do we need?
God, I keep having to mash it. One button press isn't enough for some fucking reason.
Give it up.
Yeah, alright, let me fast forward that shit. Come on.
Sorry, but
You say that,
but perhaps if you had an...
Oh, an alibi!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches.
There we go.
No,
it is finicky. I have to press multiple times to get the bullets out. I know there's a system, right? But
are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, I was using the silencer to get points back.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yeah.
How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know?
I know.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Be careful with the light noise. Yeah. No, I'm only shooting it with the thing.
Passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yes, it is.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
It can block your bullets. Okay. No, but I mean, when I was actually trying to go for the clear modus operandi, that one, I couldn't. It took like 2-3 presses of the button. Now, I've got no latency issues with this, so. I think they did say something about the rate of fire for the bullets as well.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
I don't know what those. I know what ragu is, not Chef Boyardee.
This is no creation of mine.
This is it.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Yeah. You think Byakuya's dumb enough to miss out on a detail? You think he would be dumb enough to miss out on the detail of the scissors? That's what I'm wondering. Like, he's smart. He wouldn't miss out that one detail with scissors all over the thing.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Yeah. The victim's fatal injury. Yeah.
I got it! For one, the cause
I don't know
of
what
death
it is. If
different.
they have, I don't know what it is. Scissors is
in the
cause of
Genocide
death.
Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According
I
to
already
the
picked
case
up on
file,
that.
they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
I laugh at those
But
with
Chihiro
developers.
died from a blow to the head, right? Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Yeah.
And there's more. One more conflicting
Oh
detail.
god, okay, this one I might get caught out on. It's like a cheap spaghetti, ravioli, etc. sold in cans. We might have them. We might have them, yeah.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't get it here. Yeah, it's nothing out there though.
Comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
It's the cord. It's with the cord, right? That's how they were held up, but in our one we got like cords. What was used to suspend her? Yeah.
I got it.
There we go. Yeah, the cord.
Do you remember what the
Byakuya
killer
made it
used
so
to suspend
obvious
her?
it's him. Why would someone this smart make it this obvious it's fucking
They
him?
used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
I'm glad. I'm
What
glad.
is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
My man. My man.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional.
Rubbing
so
your hands
naturally, I'm
together.
very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
She can't be allowed to walk around after this, even if it's not her.
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring
Big
to
Mac.
me?
Big Makoto.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's
That is
actually
awesome.
one
Mac
more
Enchi, man. Makoto Mac Enchi.
Huh?
Hey, what up, Giovanni? We use that Dolmio sauce greatness, yeah. Or Uncle Ben's. When's your Dolmio day?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They're all fucking dudes.
There's a pattern there, just waiting
All
to be
dudes.
discovered.
It would stand to reason it would be dudes, right?
Pattern.
Figure that
dudes,
out,
man.
and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Look. Shit, man. Byakuya is savage if we went for Chihiro, man. Fucking straight savage. She didn't do nothing wrong. Chihiro did nothing wrong. At least Sayaka attacking Leon was a fucking thing, you know what I mean? Byakuya goes, let's just pick on the most vulnerable chick ever. You know what I mean? I know why she couldn't have killed because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Shit, genocider.
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
See, a killer will always take credit. You know, Genocide Jack is the kind of taking
In
credit
all
kind
the
of killer.
Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They're all dudes. Can someone confirm whether these are the developers of the game? Or are these people who contributed to it or something? Chihiro is the dude. Izuku Midoriya. What up, man?
They were all guys?
Yeah, the people who were killed were.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it!
She's just off a rocker. After this, man, we gotta have words,
But
man.
now
We
I'm
gotta
on
have
the fast track
fucking
to
words.
becoming a full-fledged man, madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
I'm doing alright. Just finished rewatching Revenge of the Sith. I'm also making a playlist because it's an old habit that I have done for ages, I'm guessing. Genocide Jill is for me. Crazy turns me on. Nah, she's too loopy.
Would an
Way too
Italian chef
loopy.
suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute
Conviction.
reality of the one and only
Yeah.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it.
Now there's reasonable doubt, right? And no one's thinking about Byakuya. Not everything's gonna
It's a
come up
different matter
Byakuya.
entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Okay.
Quiet, Lollycar!
Yeah, Baker. I think if Genocide was truth to herself, truth to herself, Byakuya would be the one dead. Yeah.
Lowly, Kurt.
She had her eye on him briefly. She would have eventually killed. Like you say,
kill for
she
a
would
reason
have.
as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive,
I blame cassette tapes for my ongoing playlist creating habits.
why would I bother with the message and arrangement?
Or did he used to be an 8-track kind of guy?
That
Yeah.
does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
A dude, man.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors?
Bullshit. Bullshit.
I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
That's like Sweeney Todd only likes to use his cutthroat razors. No, compact cassette tapes. For example, 2 sides per tape. Okay.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Toolkit doesn't have them?
Are you sure about that?
Or does the toolkit have them? Oh shit! Look at that, man. I need that as a gif. I need that as a gif.
She's fully equipped.
Bloody hell, those scissors look like you can spin them around and shit.
Right, so I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Low-key John Cusack can say anything.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Where the hell did she pull
Go
those
ahead,
out?
tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to
Tongue
tie a
still
good
out.
knot. So
Tongue
rope's
still.
totally out of the question anyway.
I love Ishima was a don,
I
man.
have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the
Wow,
police knew
imagine
about
some
that.
lady like Jill because of her tongue. She looks like a fucking what's the word? Reptile right now.
That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not
The
some
reptilian,
copycat
man.
killer or whatever.
Pretty sure Toko smells absolutely awful. Yeah. Copy the genocide. There is only one person, me or fucking Byakuya. It is Byakuya, man. I swear to God, man. I want to nail this guy's fucking to a cross. Fuck this guy.
Here's my
This
answer.
guy. Look how smart this
Byakuya.
guy is.
It's
Look how
possible
smart
you
he is,
could have
dumbass.
found out, isn't it?
Yeah, you fucking.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Yeah, you gave it all away. He was so boastful. He likes to talk as well. He's no better than Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack loves to talk about how fucking great she is. He loves to talk as well. They're both the fucking same.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
It's not him. Nah, it's him, man. It's him.
Are you saying Mr.
Togami.
Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Yes.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all? Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Is this part of his plan? Does he want this? Like, did he do it? So what is
Then
this,
I
man?
must ask.
Bullshit.
When would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
You spent all your fucking time in the library, you bellend.
Looking back and thinking about it now,
I really want to nail this guy. I want to outsmart him and
the way
nail his
you were
ass.
acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Yeah, you told us to look inside the girl's room. Would you agree? Yeah. Suspicious. Let's start with the girls' locker room. That's the first thing he said, which I picked up on. You look how smart this guy is. Look how smart he is.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right?
What would be Byakuya's secret?
Since you're a guy...
Byakuya's secret? What would it be? I don't really care right now. I just want to nail him, man.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said
no, I know this. I know this. He switched that shit. You killed him in the boys' room and he switched that. What I want to know is how he got into the girls' room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
He knew about Leon's swiper not working though.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
I'm gonna use that contradiction what bucket. There was a clear contradiction what Byakuya just said. Make clear to everyone. A new element has been... Okay, what's this? Trial greatness. Do you know, even if he didn't do it, I want him to be the one. If you aim at weak spot, hold down the triangle button. Then you'll memorize that weak spot. Shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your cylinder. Okay. Memorize different weak spots and use that to make your case. What is the best time to flashback in this case? Though I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Okay, interesting. I'll take one cycle through it. Let me figure out what's in Monokuma File 2. Wait a second. What is this file? 2 AM, body was discovered in the girls' locker room. Okay. It was discovered in the book.
You said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Yeah, but that's you, fam.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
No, man. Only for you,
The
fat
victim
melon.
was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay. Hearing Byakuya's come out, Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. It's her going to the boys thing, right? She didn't like to chill with the girls. How he could have known before we even found... A sense how he could have known before we'd even find it, yeah.
So,
I want to say it's this.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
Okay, I'm
What's
trying to figure out what they want me to do here.
I wish you'd taken me with you.
If Byakuya didn't do it, Moin's gonna throw everyone under the bus, including himself, just to kill Byakuya. Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a contradiction there. Why is there a contradiction to Chihiro being a girl? She is a girl, but she doesn't like chilling with girls. What's going on? Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found it. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird...
I'm gonna go forward and just try shooting.
The victim was Chihiro. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Yeah, this one's a little weird. I don't know what he means when... Yeah, she is a girl. Chihiro's a girl.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
you absolutely take it. That's a
I think the
natural
contradiction
reaction
is
for
the
any
second
guy.
one, and I'm gonna shoot the first
The
one.
victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course
I would suggest there was no time. What's so strange?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, I see.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I don't know what I'm
But
doing.
he was
I'm
acting
honestly at a
weird.
loss here. Like, what am I supposed to do?
If you're
Read what
presented with
Makoto
the
is saying.
opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro,
Yes.
who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions.
The silencer, okay.
What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with
You're
you.
hitting the wrong button. I'm pressing the yeah, shoot. You shoot not the white noise silencer. Yeah, I'm not doing the white noise silencer. I was pressing triangle. Oh yeah, he's firing the silencer. Am I? Okay, hold on.
So, you
Alright,
said
look.
Byakuya was acting kind
there
of
we-
weird before we found the body.
Don't scare me like that. Oh, okay, Cunning. Okay, I must have been sorry, man. It's just natural instinct to want to press that. Okay.
Shoot!
Contradiction in there somewhere.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he was acting. If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural
The victim was Chihiro, so of
No,
course I would
fuck,
suggest
I
we
pressed
check
X
the
again. Sorry,
girls'
I'm
locker
just
room first.
sorry.
There was no
sorry.
time
I
for
just lost my
pointless
train
distractions.
of thing there.
What's so strange?
I wish
Monokuma
you'd
File
taken me
2.
with you.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, Monokuma
So,
File
you
2.
said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he was acting weird. If you're
Let
presented
me see if I
with
can
the
shoot him with this
opportunity,
bullet
That's
for
a
now.
natural reaction.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
What the mistake lurking in what I said?
Shoot!
Oh man, alright. Esports.
So, you said
give me a
Byakuya
second.
was acting kind of weird before
There we
we
go.
found the body.
but he was acting. If you're presented
I still
with
don't
the
understand what you mean.
opportunity,
Yes, she is a
natural
girl, and
reaction
she
for
was a
any
victim.
guy.
The victim was Chihiro.
No, I did
so
it again.
of course I would suggest we check the girls'
Victim
locker
was
room
Chihiro.
first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So,
let me do
you
this
said
again.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
But he was acting. If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural.
The victim was Chihiro.
Oh, okay.
No, it's wrong!
Wanting to shoot random stuff at this point. I'm not
I'll
sure
tell you what's so
entirely sure what
strange
they're
about
getting
that.
at. Because he's not wrong.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Okay.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's
Okay.
a good answer.
I know you
must
did it,
admit.
man. I know you fucking did it. He suggested to check the girl's room before he should have known the victim was Chihiro. Okay, I forgot. I thought that there was one girl who actually went missing and we were looking for her. I must be misremembering that. I only
Very
assumed
interesting
that
indeed.
because
But your reasoning is still
because
too
we
weak.
were looking for one person. But it could be someone else.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Alright, now it's the gym stuff. He doesn't even care.
What's the matter? You're not finished
Nah,
already,
I'm
are you?
not fucking
There
fanboy
must
now.
be more to it.
There is.
There is.
There is more to
A bunch of people were missing
about it.
at the time. Okay. I might be misremembering it. I thought we were all worried about Chihiro. Where's Chihiro gone? I just misremembered what the scenario was at that time. I just assumed that he would first suggest to look in the thing before.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Okay.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
In this case, other genocide Jack murders is hidden in there. Okay. Alright, let's see. Make your argument. Here we go. Ah, yeah, library death plan. That's the big obvious one. He's gonna chat so much shit right now.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Yes.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Yep.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Nope, it was a cord.
It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I love that
I've
they all
never
think
seen
it's
that
him.
rope before in my
Nope,
life.
you chatting shit. No.
Obviously, somebody else must have had
fuck.
it hidden away somewhere.
Shit, it's dodgy fucking white noise, man. I know you on you, Sunny Jim. I know what you're fucking chatting shit. I knew it was that. It's just a fucking white noise.
When I want to kill, and I use those same scissors.
But Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very...
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get
Here
it
we go.
from?
I need to
I've never
avoid
seen
that.
that rope before.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
That white noise is tricky. Sunny Jim.
Actually,
I know it's Byakuya.
I'm
I
pretty
knew
sure you
going in
have
it was
seen it
him.
before.
Fucking bellend. I wish I could just fucking kill him now. Yep, you have.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say...
Slow down so you can aim better. Okay. It's one of the triggers, I think. Yeah.
That extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Shank him, yeah.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
You know what the weird thing is? I figured it out all in my head about what the evidence is, how he could have done it in the room. But when it comes to the case, you gotta wrangle with the gamey systems of it. You know what I mean?
And the
like I
same
know
extension
exactly
cord that was
what
in the
I'm gonna
library
use.
all
It's
this
just
time went missing after the murder.
Yeah.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do
Yeah.
wouldn't discover that fact.
Dope.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord.
Yep.
I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like
Byakuya's
this?
so smug. He couldn't have been this dumb. He could not have been this dumb. Even I started to notice using the library, the lamp. Like, they just drew your attention straight there. He couldn't have been this dumb. That's the fun finding out with only the evidence. Yeah. I knew exactly how it would play out, but they just added some things to throw you off in terms of the gamey
I
elements,
killed
right?
Chihiro in the girls' locker room.
It's like
then
when
hung
you
her
revise
up
for
and
a
wrote
test,
that bloody message.
but when they ask you the question, they reword it slightly differently. That's how it feels like.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
No, but you did it. You did it, you bellend. Totally unconcerned.
What's
Yeah,
wrong?
but he
I
did
asked
it.
you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the
That's
killer.
the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
I don't disagree with... Okay, I'm not even in the zone.
Right?
How would that
So
be?
he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Man standing his ground. Do you think this is part of the plan? He's fucking smug even to the very end, man.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Oh yeah.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
I'm with you, Makoto, man. What's this game, man?
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
We want to nail him. We want to nail him. We don't want to just push him. We're gonna fucking nail him.
There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
No, you killed in the boys' locker room. You chat shit.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal
Byakuya, that
psychopath.
fish you return. I gotta pee for a sec, guys. That would be jokes, man. Piss break. Piss break, boss. You don't need my permission to take a piss.
What about all that bothers you?
It's the posters, man. The Switch posters. But yeah, he's a boy. How did he kill her in the girls' room when he's not? Yeah, I know. Nope, you killed in the boys' room, you bellend. The scene of the crime. The scene of the crime. Yeah,
you say you
got
killed
Sonny Jim.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
I am so fucking sure right now it's Byakuya. There's literally no one I can think it is.
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
It is possible. You switched the mats. Sakura dropped coffee in the girls' room, so why is the coffee stain in the boys' room? And the posters have been switched.
How
I know
disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Nah, I got you, man. I got you, man. You better stop praying to your God right now.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room.
No.
There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
I know.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else.
I figured this out
then
before.
Carried there later.
Come on.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah. Now, I'm 100% sure it's... I don't need to phone a friend. I don't need the elimination.
Rest of the murder scene?
The carpet, man.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Come on.
I believe I do.
Smug bastard. Fucking smug bastard. He'd be so confident. See, he's fucking flaking now.
Hey,
yeah.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto.
You'll see. Yeah, look at him. He's sweating now, the little turd.
If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Yeah, let's fucking show. Sherlock side, man. Alright, here we go. Where is it? Boys' locker room carpet. There was something that switched between the boys and girls. Can I present two items? I'll present the obvious one.
I got it.
I'll present the obvious one, the poster.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster
and
that's hanging in each locker room.
Yeah. The boys' room poster has the blood on it, which is swapped.
Your proof is some posters?
Carpet as all, you bellend.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Yeah.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Probably, man. Probably.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again,
yes.
that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Prince Hata jizzed on the supermodel.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
Yeah, that's it. This is a beatdown.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Yeah, that's it. Beatdown
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee. I know a friend of mine who drinks protein coffee.
Protein coffee?
Decaf protein coffee.
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I would have thought Sakura's protein coffee would be the thing that nails this fucker.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
Yeah, and where was it? In the fucking boys' room. Fucking... She's a don. Yep, here we go. This is like fucking jabbing needles into Byakuya right now. But he ain't dead yet. His body's still flapping around. Where's it? Disappearing stain. It was moved. Hold on a second. I saw one with coffee. There we go. There.
I got it!
I would have picked the wrong one there.
It's
two similar ones.
Wasn't scrubbed away.
Sakura-chan.
In fact, I found it
I
on
thought it was
the
a shit
boys'
stain at
locker room
first.
carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Yeah.
Then,
damn
does that
straight.
mean that the carpets were switched too?
That isn't coffee, it's shit.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
Yeah.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, The blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead
That's
body.
it, my boy Makoto, man.
By doing this,
Big Mac.
the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
To make you think that it was a girl that killed Chihiro and then blame it on the girl, Genocide Jack. Simple, man. Simple.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime?
Imagine being caught red-handed for a shit stain. Yeah. I want to know how he got. I have a feeling I know how he got into the girls' room. At least with the borrowing the books, the e-books.
Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
maybe Toko was complicit in it. Maybe, I don't know. Like the promise.
then
I don't
how
know.
did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first
This
place?
is the one where I'm gonna trip up. This might be where I trip up.
To get into
I
the
don't
locker
think it's
rooms,
Toko though.
you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Yeah.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Well, Chihiro might have borrowed.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Yeah, he can tell me, right?
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay, let's listen to what this guy said. I want to say the e-books. We'll see. The regulation thing, maybe. Broken e-handbook, that's it. There we go. I'm glad that's the bullet. I'm glad that's the
Is
bullet.
it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook!
Nope. Oh. Okay. Proves that contradict. Hacked is... Okay. Alright. We good. Hakugan is useful.
Is it really possible?
Hagakure, sorry.
Could Chihiro really have gotten in?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
Nah. No, not
I'm
that.
sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
The main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Wait. There we go.
No,
Shoot, that never gets old. Broken e-handbook. It's broken,
no,
right?
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because it's
Because
broken.
Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess
Look
that'd be
at
pretty
this
impossible,
guy.
huh?
Thinks he's so smart. We got shot
I
down,
am
man.
struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
But he's feeding into his own... Like, it's almost like he wants you to find out it's him.
In other words,
you to find
can
out.
borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Like, how smart does this guy think he is if that's the case?
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
He heard the noise though, didn't he? The guy
So,
did.
if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong.
Okay, I see. I knew this was where.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Unless.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Yeah, just vote for Byakuya, man. Let's just do it. Come on, man. Chihiro's killing the girls' locker room, and Byakuya's the one who did it. You know what I mean? I like how he's thinking. He just wants to be deadly fucking sure. I mean, it makes sense, right? Your lives are on the line, but what else I can do?
Hold on a second.
More.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to
She
open your
already
mouth
knows, I
and
bet.
that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What is that one other way? Maybe this is one piece I'm missing.
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
What?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Kitty. Super kitty to the rescue. What's going on? Is this some piece of the puzzle I didn't
Don't worry.
have?
This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Please tell me it's not like...
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
A recess? I'm so fucking sure it's Byakuya, man. Just let me nail this fucking bastard, man. I swear.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring.
This is gonna be something that I'm gonna just facepalm. Not facepalm in a bad way, just facepalm like, oh, it should have been obvious to me.
I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
One Piece, do you want to be my friend?
So, shall we go?
This is One Piece you're missing. What is it? What am I missing, man? Before I even knew what was happening, class trial had been put on hold. Interesting, man. She says it and fucking Monokuma does it. One of them is a plant. I know one of them is a Monokuma plant, man. It's all pointing to Kyoko being some sort of like... They're not going to tell me to look up her skirt, are they?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I agree, man. I agree.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
She was saying examine it closely. Is this what it is? Please tell me she ain't got a dick, man. Please tell me.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Take your time, alright. But you should have been a bit more fucking elaborated, man. She kept saying look closely. There's nothing more I could do.
Like using our hands?
Please tell me you're gonna
No way!
Let's see.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Oh, come on, man.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Okay, I respect that. But still, she's dead, man. Somebody's gotta figure this out.
Very well. I'll do it.
Ah, Sakura steps up, Sama.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Come on, the most masculine looking person in this whole school is Sakura. It's such an ironic statement, guys.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Okay, no.
That's not it at all.
That's just your head.
Stop screwing around.
Okay,
come on, man.
Here I go.
This is gonna, I swear,
I'm
man.
sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Sakura then began to quietly brief prayer, okay.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
Kyoko, just say it. Don't make us look. Kyoko's already leading it. She knows what we're gonna find. Just tell us instead of making us go through this shit.
This is...
Oh god, what is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
A massive frame tremble. What happened?
This girl is...
Is what?
Oh, come on, man.
Is a boy.
Oh my... Is that's the thing? That's the thing?
See. So she...
Well, I don't care. Byakuya's done. He's done. Interesting. Thank you for confirming. But he said... No. This is wrong. Monokuma said that it's based on what you are in your report. What gender you are in your report is what lets you in. That's bullshit, I swear. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys have played this game enough to know the exact detail. But Monokuma said is based on your assigned gender in your report thing. How is it? Maybe she never went into the female one. I don't know. Maybe I didn't look at her report closely. I don't know.
You're joking, right?
The dudes would have known if she chilled there, but she came at 2 a.m. so.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Oh my days, that was the thing? Okay, that was more simpler than I thought it'd be.
It's really true?
Chihiro
was a guy?
God damn, man. I know there would be a layer to her that we weren't seeing.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
They doesn't say your gender in the reports, even when I look at them. Maybe I didn't befriend her enough. I don't know. Maybe I would have found out.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Oh, God damn it, man.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
This has been the most...
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting.
Then they also incriminates Byakuya, because he could have killed in the boys' room.
Now let's ride this
Trap
wave
life.
of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Are you kidding me, man? No wonder Chihiro... They said Chihiro got along with boys better than...
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
I could have thought of that, but I just was so obsessed with the details that I didn't think it would be that obvious that it's just a boy that's a girl. Maybe I even had thought that for a second.
We all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Okay.
Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Trap indeed, man. I was fooled. I was fooled. They did that on purpose. They placed Sakura there to just have you focused. Oh, that's the one archetype, the trap archetype, right? Almost a hilarious caricaturized archetype, right? But then it turns out Chihiro was the legit, man. I'll put my hands up, man. I was like fooled. I was legit. You know what it was? I was legit entertaining the fact that Chihiro was a girl that somehow got inside the boys' locker room. I would not even have guessed for a second.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
What did it list as? They don't have male or female.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Yeah, but... yeah, true. But did it?
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Did it though? Shouldn't that have been information that I had access to?
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
Yeah, but then who moved into the girls' locker room is now my question.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Sayaka, okay, their two was working.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yeah.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
If you want to blame Toko, of course that would be the motive. Trap trope can also be integral to a story, e.g. Rosa Versailles, true.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
I just inkling that they would drop that bomb on me, man.
I
But
knew
it still
he
doesn't
felt
stop
a
me
little
from thinking it's
off.
Byakuya.
There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Yeah, you would know, innit? You would know. He killed
This is the
her.
most titillating situation!
Chihiro's handbook, not the way he appeared in your handbook. They're talking about Chihiro's handbook, not the way he appeared in your handbook. Okay. I always find it weird that they didn't have they didn't have gender written in these ones anyway. So
now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Yeah, it was you.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
He's still smug.
This has
He's still
become
fucking
very
smug.
interesting indeed.
Yeah.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned,
Yes,
do you
I think
still
it's
think
him.
Byakuya's the killer?
Of course.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yeah, that's the motive.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? Are you kidding me? It's him. It's fucking him.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
That doesn't change anything. It just makes me more sure that she was killed in the boys' room, a place that he had access to. Unless they're not telling me something. Unless Byakuya turns out to be a chick. What would happen if Byakuya was a chick?
He just seems to be too
easygoing
about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the
That's
mystery.
exactly what I'm saying, my man.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it?
That's true though, isn't it?
Overt.
It just, everything pointed to
He
him.
consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Oh, come on, man.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
Everyone's a trap.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
It's you, you dickhead.
It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
I swear, man. Then who else could it be?
Correct?
It better not be Mondo or someone.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Well, of course, the culprit's not going to say they're the culprit, you bellend.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Alter it?
Are you fucking with us right now?
What is this, man?
No, I am not
you.
effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
I find it very hard to believe.
Hey, what up, cool stuff, man? I'm sorry, cool stuff, but I'm just in disbelief.
Go ahead.
It's this guy,
Find
man.
it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If
Who
you're
do I
really
blame
telling the truth, then
They
Why?
knew this would happen.
Why
They
do you
knew
do that to his body?
us as players would be so fixated on Byakuya. But who else could it be? Don't spring no surprises on
My
me, man.
reasons
Poor Moy, he
hardly
really
matter
wanted
right
Byakuya
now.
fully dead. Yeah, I did,
Uncovering the
man.
culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't
Three
me,
people on my shit
who
list.
was it?
Toko's, Byakuya, and Sakura. Toko, can I just kind of like absolve myself? If it turns out to be Sakura, then I'm still right.
Well,
I get like 1/3 of a point.
I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Who else could it
I'm
be?
with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
You are
Because if
fucking with
we're
me right
wrong,
now.
we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Okay. Tagami is such a douchebag. 1/3 of a point. I had 3 people on my shit list. You can go back to that stream.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Who else could it be then?
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Who else was privy to those files?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
We'll see.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
The doubt is the key to this. The doubt is what he wants, Byakuya wants.
That's very true.
our lives are all on the line.
I didn't even get to use most of the evidence I collected
Excellent.
as well.
Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Hide and seek. If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? They took everything I had. They took everything I thought it was I had. But then, can you blame me? The game leads you that way. The game clearly leads you that way. Even through the dialogue and the questions. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer... The real murder scene, which means the killer is the guy.
I got it!
Yeah. Which is why I think it's Byakuya. The killer would have had to use their own, yeah. It had to have been, yeah, simple. Simple. Okay, here we go, okay. Narrow it down, but who, man? Like, Celeste's account. Celeste said what? Let me see.
Isn't...
Wait a second, Celeste's account. Let me see it for a second. Oh yeah, there we go. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. Presumably she was on her way to exercise, but the clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this. Okay, so she was gonna secretly get into the blue training gear, I guess. Boy stuff. Moin's gonna fail for every twist in the game, and I love it. Nah, I'll get it right. I got the first one right.
That might lead us to who did it.
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
If this doesn't turn out to be Byakuya, then I'm wrong.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
It's not over, man. It's not over.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No, Celeste did. Celeste.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Celeste saw. Fuck. There we go. Celeste saw.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
69 XP remaining until level 6.
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Yeah, fine, but it can't be you, can it?
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
But that's not fair, man. That's not fair. That's not fair. That is information that I would not have found out until now. Until the thing. I would obviously go in formulating my opinion. They only just broke a piece of evidence which might have been useful for me to know, you know what I mean? So I like the misdirection. I like that this is a more involved in experience. It doesn't always do what you think, but it does make you, it manipulates you in a way to think in it. I'm still convinced
you had no
Byakuya,
idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
Yeah.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
And you know when before I went to Celeste's clue, I go, this clue is gonna be the one which you know, I said it. Go back to the stream. This clue is gonna be the one that fills it out. I said that before Celeste one. I didn't even realize how the fuck this would figure into it.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Yeah, you didn't.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Okay.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
She wasn't dressed in the tracksuit. Well, she was strung up, so someone got to it before, maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Okay, real talk. How does Celeste do her hair every day like that, man? I don't know. Somebody does it for her, man. Somebody must do it. Yeah, you remember. But I don't know how this figures into it, though.
Hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Okay.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
I like that they all, like, now using the appropriate Mister.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Hey, what up, Michael Diaz? Okay, yeah, I remember you said that. Michael doing the real questions. Exactly. I wonder if someone asked Celeste at one point.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Yeah.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
She trusted Sakura. Chihiro and Sakura were thick as thieves. They were friends, man. Please tell me it's not Sakura, man. I would not have even... Like, there's no clues towards the actual person it turns out to be. You know, if Leon's one... Let's go back to Leon's one. Just for a second there. There's absolutely nothing of that points to Leon except the writing, Leon. You know what I mean? If that writing wasn't there, I would not have even guessed it was Leon. Maybe, just maybe I'd guess by the glass... cracked glass thing, but it could just as easily have been the guy who's always the mystic guy. You know what I mean? I would not have guessed, but I did say Sakura was on my shit list, so
enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
It can only be Sakura, and Sakura would know because Sakura is a dude. I'm gonna say it, a dude dressed as a girl. It could only be that.
What a marvelous friendship!
Who else would you confine in but the other trap? You know what I mean?
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But why would they do it?
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much about trying to get it right before the trial. Yeah.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Oh man, I was so sure it was... I wanted it to be back.
You know who the killer is.
What?
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Don't worry, the culprit is only a boy. Twists and whatnot, yeah.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
Yeah,
as was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
They can easily make it be Sakura. They're so good at writing it, they could easily make it somehow be Sakura. Just like they made it like Chihiro's a girl and that kind of filled in everything, you know what I mean? This is where the anime logic comes in, and I'm fine with it though, because I like it, because it feels like it's a good story. Take the time to take it out. Maybe we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say.
Well, my money's on Sakura then, even though I don't want it to be.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
We're only gonna notice this now.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Normal.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? I don't see it. We'll see. We'll see. I wish it had been Byakuya, man. So compelling the evidence was. Now
First of all,
they threw a
we know where
curveball.
Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yeah.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
Celeste.
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. This exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
White tracksuit?
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Okay.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who...
Let me read Celeste's account one more time. I just need to see if there's something in her account. Right before night time. Just believe I seem stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag. But the clothes were not found at a crime scene. So they're all different colors, it seems. Fumi's exercise is walking down to McDonald's. Okay, well, let's see. Blue tracksuit.
No way.
Someone said black,
Not
someone said white.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
What he just said now is really odd. Did he know? How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
I don't know. I'll entertain this for now.
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
I want to refute that, but...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Wait.
No,
same blue what do you mean same blue tracksuit? Yeah.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Please, don't let it be Mondo, man.
Huh? What'd I say?
Oh my days.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
How would he know it's the same blue track?
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Yeah.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Yeah, I could have made a mistake and thought that these guys were just talking it through, blue, and then he might just say he overheard it, but I know that he wouldn't know.
What are you? You just...
Would he? Yeah.
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Oh man, please, not Mondo, man. Not Mondo.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
How the fuck could it be Mondo? Why?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Does he not like people who are lying about their thing?
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Oh dear God.
Because I just...
Oh come on, not Mondo. What
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, not Mondo.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
There better be a damn good reason why he killed her. Damn good reason.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's the killer though. Let's see.
Are you talking about Chihiro?
Big Mac and Cherry. I just don't see, like,
so,
his secret
Did
must
you see
be
the
the thing.
tracksuit or didn't you?
I want to know what his secret is. Maybe I'll spill it. That's
just
such
by
a shame.
chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Yeah, fair enough.
That can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony...
It was in a duffel bag. It was inside. Yeah. She wouldn't have just had it hanging around, I think.
When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely
Why
in the
him
bag.
though? Why him? I know they had an argument and he apologized. Did he find out she was a dude at some point?
If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have
Did
seen
he feel,
what color
did he
the
feel
tracksuit
cheated
was.
that he didn't realize she was actually a chick and he realized, oh crap, she's walking into the boys thing, gym room. Is that what triggered him? Or maybe it's the secret.
Yeah. It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Maybe it's the secret related.
But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Okay, Byakuya's on the right line.
Now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
You were too hot. tricked me for fuck's sake.
That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him
you
from
can
the
say
very
that now.
beginning.
While everyone's talking, you ain't saying shit. You're just listening and then you're trying to figure it out. Bullshit, you thought. I understand that she's leading everyone. Like she told people, look up things, skirt and chair and all that.
But why?
But still, you can't pull that shit.
What made you so suspicious?
I did all the fucking work.
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting, because I hate him. The way he talked? Okay, we'll see.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off.
What was this?
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Does he?
You only call guys dude.
Dude.
For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
They're gonna have to give me a flashback for that.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Maybe I missed that. Did I miss that? There's gotta be a flashback.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively
They better give me a
frightful.
flashback. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed that little thing where you call it.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
I wish they did it. I wish they just hidden it inside a line of dialogue. I wish they'd done that. A little tiny breadcrumb trail. Even a tiny breadcrumb trail.
Mondo, was it really you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Why though? Why Mondo, man?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
Me and him were fucking friends, man.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
Can we just blame on Byakuya and get away with it somehow? I don't want to do it, Mondo. It was a line in the dialogue during the investigation. It was in a line of dialogue during the investigation. Okay. Damn, man.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
Why does Kyoko just zip it? Like, why does she stay quiet? Like, I know for the gamey reasons, someone has to not divulge everything. But why does Kyoko just stay fucking quiet when she knows this shit?
Fast.
Why go through all this ceremony? Like, we could falsely accuse someone. Her life, if I get it wrong, then she dies. So it would actually be pretty smart if you,
this does present
but it's
us
not
with a
uncommon to
problem.
call girls dudes, so
It
yeah,
seems
true.
We are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
That's
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Look how Hifumi,
Oh
man.
yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Yeah, and he was really quiet about it.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
To be honest, once you go through what you think it is, the outcomes are always fixed. You know what I mean? It's kind of like all the deduction you do based on the evidence, that's fine. You get up to a certain point. Then they have the potential to spin it on you and say, okay, it's not this person, it's this guy, and this is why, and you're learning it right now why it could be that guy. So it has to have that outcome, but I like how involved it is.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist,
Okay, what's
then...
this?
Here it is.
What do you have there?
What is this?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
They might suspect that if she says that early on, assuming she misdirected them. They don't trust Kirigiri in the first place because she doesn't remember her talent. Okay. You found it on the ground, then it must belong to... Okay.
Shoot!
Just embarrass myself. Alright, fuck it, man. I don't care.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Shoot.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
What clue could it have?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
See, this is where all the new shit happens. The evidence collecting phase will only bring you up to a point, and then from there on, it's all new things that you don't even like. You know, you'll start seeing them afterwards. That's for sure.
Odd.
But that's a new piece of information.
So fragile.
You're right.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're not, yeah.
They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Okay.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Killing it, maybe I don't know. Whacked her while it was. She had it on her and then took it. I don't know.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Yeah. I'm glad that at least leads me some of the way, Troy. Like at least I feel by hitting this weak point, there is a weak point. Yep. And with the
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure, you're right.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. He said the weak point. It has one weak point.
Sure. Maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Maybe he just accidental.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
If he tells them now, they'll know.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Yeah, because he knows because of the cameras.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Come on, you want people to kill each other. Of course you want people to have the tools at their disposal for this shit.
Already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
High temperatures.
Okay. I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Sauna, okay.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Okay.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
I love the music change.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
Okay.
So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Okay.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That's all he cares about right now.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if
Have
you
we
found the
forgotten that
victim's
we're blaming
handbook in the
Mondo right now?
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But then, here's the thing. I know they're gonna figure it to explain it. Does now all the genocide Jack copycat shit does not matter now? Like how if it's Mondo, how did he know about the MO, the tying them up? Maybe it was just chance. I don't know.
How'd
We'll
they
see.
find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Accident. Yeah.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Yeah, accident could be a thing.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Well, Mondo likes sauna. Taka likes sauna.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Come on, Makoto.
Seriously? I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, yeah, he loves the sauna. Not him, man. I was maxing out Ishimaru, man. I was... Mondo and... I know Mondo and they were in there. They'll explain everything. Okay. Who wore all their clothes in... Mondo wore all their clothes into the sauna. They gotta explain this. I swear. I don't want to fucking put the bullet in him, but...
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What?
Oh, man.
Why do you keep accusing him?
These two, something happened between these two.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but...
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Okay.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill...
Thank God it's not Taka. Thank God it's not Taka.
I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't want to believe it. Yeah, neither do I, man. My link with these guys is the highest. That proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Oh man, I'm having to now incriminate my own boy, Broken Handbook. Card reader, okay. This is gonna be sad.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Okay, I need to figure out which one. I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna showdown. If I could just prove that. Did Mondo say he can't go in or didn't go in? I don't know. Let me see. Then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Let me quickly check. I need to check what they mean by what the card reader thing is. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and a female student's for the girls. It's not. I want to say Chihiro's handbook. Hold on. I was not found on a corpse and it apparently got me. So it's gotta be that then.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oh.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
I just need to figure out how to answer this correctly, you know what I mean? Proof that contradicts what I said.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay, it's not card reader.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo,
you broke your own. In other words, if Mondo's handbook is then that proves that what Makoto...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oh god, now he's swearing at me. He's just showing his incrimination. Alright, let me go to the other one.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Broken.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See?
Oh god, I'm confused how to answer this question.
Mondo
I know what they're getting at.
fly.
So that the handbook Mondo has actually must actually be.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
Okay.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is then that proves.
Well, my goddamn
handbook works just fine.
There.
No.
Yeah. There. That's it. Tears on
Mondo,
missing.
the handbook you have right now.
Is it really yours? If his broke, then of course fucking he'd have to use one.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
Okay. So, well, that's actually, I like that. I like the answer. Now I'm waiting for the answer about the...
nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
Okay.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
No, it doesn't. Like Byakuya said.
Here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're
no,
not
but
student.
one, I want to know why, and two, I want to know why it looks like Genocide Jack and Bloodlust. How would you know that? You know what I mean? So, manipulation after the fact, maybe somebody fucked around with it.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Come on, man. These are my mates,
What's wrong,
man.
bro?
Thought I was getting wrong.
Come on. Tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong.
I'm
Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
Okay.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Climax inference. Alright. Duffel bag, she saw. Duffel bag and... Alright, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be some fun. Yeah, she saw it was blue. Okay, yeah, she was in a desperate rush. Boy and girl. She came in one of her... Oh. Actually, wait, let me see. Which locker room is she going to? Well, no, we know it's not that one. Wow, why is that letter there? That's a misdirection, yeah. Okay. She found someone in the sauna. That's what you fucking find out. The weapon the killer used was... Let me just see if there's something other than attacking. No, that doesn't seem right. Hold on. Oh, I got that other one wrong. Sorry. It's weird, you know what I mean? It could be two already bloody long. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry. That's exactly it. Yeah. Okay. What is this? The weapon the killer used was... Why would it be already bloodied? That's exactly it. Sorry. I want to say... Came in. No, she was... Okay, this one's a little bit tough. I can only think it's... Nothing I can see as weapon the killer used. Alright, let me go ahead. Yeah, that one's this one. I like how the pictures can go, but they don't quite go. So I so badly want to put this dumbbell there. No, but then that makes no sense. The poster got the blood on it. Yeah, there. He crept up behind us, so there should be a picture of a shadow. Come back to it later. Yeah, but I'm basically... Oh, there's way more. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'll come back to it later. Switch the carpets. Yeah, that's that. Which locker room did the killer move to? He moved to the girls' locker room. Wait a second. Oh, we already have that picture there, so I'm... I'll be honest, putting the pictures for this one is a little bit tougher. Alright. Killer took something from the other locker room and switched it. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Greatness, make a nose, man. Let's hope I get it right. It looks like he's fucking sniffing this. No. I'll come back to that later. Okay, both switched to make it look like that. Byakuya comes in, and then Byakuya fucks around with it. Byakuya, you know what? Isn't there some concern that I won't look at Byakuya the same way. I still dislike this guy. What was that brought to the murder scene? It could have, yeah, it was this fucking wire, man. Byakuya scene when he did, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Byakuya, you know what I mean? He's the one I should be worried about, but I do want to know why Mondo did it, which I'm sure we'll find out. Bloodlust. He did do the bloodlust stuff. Yeah. He's fucked, man. This guy's fucked. Where did the killer go after they were done? I want to say he went to this. Wait a second. When Hannibal got thrown in the sauna room, what happened to it? It bust. When he threw it into the sauna room, what happened to it? Hold on. Alright, this gotta be this. Byakuya is really the ultimate prankster. That's kind of cool though. He's fucking cool. What is this picture? That symbol, is that a handbook and it getting broken? It's gotta be, right? It's made to look like a letter right now, but I'm guessing it ain't, because the floor looks like it's... Yeah, it must have damaged. I want to say it's this. I gotta go fill in the other pictures. Hold on. Okay, what's this? The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. Moin, he is kinda cool. Yeah. He's not, but you know what I mean? I would never guess Mondo. I didn't think Mondo had it in him. Especially after the interaction he had. He was really apologetic for insulting her. Now I want to know what suddenly changed for him to kill her. Okay, yeah, he changed the poster. Oh, sorry. I got this wrong. Wait, let me figure that out. There we go. The peeling thing just works better. And then he placed in the poster. Okay, he switched. Oh, actually, that's kind of confusing, but I like it. And there, he put it back up. There. That makes sense. Nice. Yeah. See, it can confuse you. Peeling, pulling. Alright, yeah. Have I missed anything else? And this one's... The weapon the killer used was... It just doesn't feel like a bloody dumbbell should be there already. So... Oh, so I thought that was a bag. I thought he was looking into a bag. Sorry, man. I would have put that there. if I didn't think it was some duffel bag he was looking into. There we go. I got it.
The killer is you. First,
please
let's take a look back to before the incident.
Not Mondo.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Poor Chihiro, though.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Okay.
She made her way to the locker room. Specifically, the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
If blooding dumbbell came before, it wouldn't be a mystery but fantasy. Nice.
Simple. Because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Why, Mondo, man? Why?
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Not to say that technically Byakuya would get arrested. If this was an official crime, Byakuya would get arrested at the same time for fucking with the crime.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First,
why Mondo, man? He better have a good reason, man. I like that guy.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Okay.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
Legit, will this be a second time I feel betrayed? First by Sayaka and just betrayed emotionally by Mondo.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
I want him to step out of line somewhere.
After stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
At least I feel good that he was involved in the way I felt he was involved. You know what I mean?
He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
He ain't smarter than Makoto though. Makoto figured out.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
The shit stain, yeah.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Man, Mondo and Byakuya together, their two heads together, to basically cover this up. Couldn't get through. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Did I fuck those up? What did I miss? Okay, maybe this. Wait a second, let me figure out. Where did the killer go after they were done? I was so sure. Okay, I want to say this. Wait. Okay, that kind of makes a bit more sense. Oh, that fucked up. There. And this last one, I want to say is correct. When the handbook got thrown in the sauna room, what happened to it? That looks like it's just getting destroyed, man.
The killer is
okay, I can forward through the beginning part, yeah? There.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yeah,
and just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget.
You notice how that kind of looks like the letter in the library. That little letter that was just sitting on the top of the thing. I like how they try to misdirect you slightly, because that doesn't look like that. I know it looks open, but kind of, you know what I mean?
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Okay. Shit, man.
Isn't that right, head. Mondo Orada?
It's the Hope's Peak insignia. Ah, man, why you do it, man? Why you do it?
This can't be right. Where's your evidence?
Can we get two executions
Where's
now?
Your evidence?
Get throw Byakuya in there as a bonus.
You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Early in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. Okay. New element, what's this? Fever time and nega time. Taka. I feel for Taka, man. That's how I feel right now. Me and Makoto now diverge a bit. During bullet time battle, you press R1. Fever time and tempo we force to its max. Oh, however you want. Nice. Okay. Last need focus cooldowns. That's make the best possible use. Okay. If you got access to special, they get it as well. Nega time that your opponent can use. Getting back at him for the knockout at the start. Oh man, been quite a bit tough to hit buttons in rhythm. I see. Okay, so now they're changing up this this thing.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you.
Tempo down. What's going on? Why am I still in smoke?
Corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
I hate mini games like this, man.
Show me some evidence.
Now that I added some newness to it. Final strike, there we go.
Show me. This should prove it.
There. Makoto's getting back at him, man.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Poor guy that I'm refuting that guy. The guy's not even responsible, man.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Wow, he's being a man about it.
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Okay, why, fam? Just tell me, man. Enough. That was pretty lenient on me, man. I like that though, because I guess they realize that's how it is. Final result A, nice. Mondo, nice. Oh, total A. That's what I wanted.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just...
Yeah, he's being great, like, good about it.
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
Why though? Just
ask for the
man.
goddamn verdict.
Goddamn right. That was the Breaking Bad delivery. You're goddamn right.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
Oh, Don, man. Why though? His bio never said it. I know he's rough around the edges, but he's passionate.
No
man.
waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank.
Moin is like, enough of this nonsense. Now answer my questions. I want to know why he did it. What possible good reason could it be? I can only think of one thing. It's a secret. He didn't want to know. It couldn't have been that he had anything against Chihiro. It's just the secret, maybe.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
He admitted it at least.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It kills me to do this. It kills me to do this. Byakuya needs to go somehow. I'll kill Byakuya. My character should have the option to kill Byakuya. right now. After he just dressed up the fucking crime scene.
What?
Fujisaki, Mondo.
Unbelievable.
Is he gonna get killed by a bike or something? Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. Yeah, it makes sense. Please tell me nothing. You're treading very close to danger zone, Mr. Ishimura. You need to be more careful. Shit, man. It's a big joke to Monokuma. It never gets old.
Sorry.
I can't believe it either, man.
What is this?
I feel sorry for him. I hope Taka doesn't make the mistake that Mondo made. Give in to whatever impulse he did.
Now then.
Will it explain on his behalf?
Actually...
Sad story of two men. Oh shit. I ain't gonna fast forward this. Why would he tell me to fast forward it? Once a young boy. Fuck. Fujisaki. Okay, yeah. Even though you're a boy. Starts off from a petite young girl, alright? Even though you're a boy. It's like the man up thing, right? The man up line. Taking root deep inside him, please weed it out. It only grew stronger and stronger, alright. Almost like, yes, backstory on Mondo, then trap appears, yeah. Why her?
Wait.
Accept this fact. I'm not gonna... Alright. Survival of the fittest. Embarrassing secrets. Okay. He dresses like a chair is actually a boy.
Hey,
Armor will fall away. Well, that gives her the motive, but why Mondo? Despair.
What?
I'm sorry.
Weak Janai Zura da.
But...
I knowingly use you to discover to my dreams and grow stronger.
That's right. I want to change.
I'm still slightly confused. Can I just say something, right? She applied to this school, right, on the basis she was a girl because she didn't want people finding out that she was actually a boy. Why would she admit she was a boy on a thing? Maybe that's a small plot hole. Why would she say she's a boy? Maybe the society says you have to put your biological thing down in your school. I'm just assuming here. But if she didn't want people to know she was actually a boy, then why did she put boy down on her Hope Academy thing? Even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. That door in the front room is my resolve to take immediate action. I'm the one I should love in this world. Begin exercising. He's prepared to retrain his mind. Okay. The first 9 times we get it.
Hey,
Good to ask someone for help. Secret first and ask them to help him from there.
Yeah, that's right.
It was him, but why? Look at my laugh. Man, I don't give a fuck. The biker gang. About how important his manly promises were. Alright. Yeah, I thought Mondo was honorable dude, man.
Uh-huh.
Macho Mondo was very simple. Strong man that Chihiro was inspired to.
Correct.
That must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. What? Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room.
Indeed. Certainly.
Keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But...
Okay, yeah.
Because...
Killed in the boys' locker room. They would have found out that would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Yeah. Okay. Kitty Giddy has a heart. By putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. Then Mondo did like keep the promise. Who he'd also killed. I don't know why he killed her though. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. Why did you? Come on, man. Why? I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
His secret. Embarrassing memories of secrets exposed.
What is this?
Oh, for a strong man like him, man, maybe something could have been that bad.
You're wrong!
Wow, here's the secret then.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Will we ever find out that secret? Maybe we can. Let's see. Brendan, you obviously can. That's all there is to it. Why don't I tell you? Didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
He killed his own brother. The brother he's always talking about, the biker gang. Oh my god. Don't rub salt in him. He's gonna get executed. The ultimate biker makes a lot of love. Jumbo. Only Zuka, man. Certain song. Okay. Older brother name was Dayawada. His knuckles on a motorbike. One of his only family. Why? Is it initiation reasons? So he imitated him. Wow, man, Chihiro looked up to fucking him, Mondo, as a strong man that she wanted to be. She gets killed. He killed the person that he fucking aspired to be. I put together a local motorcycle gang. Gang is number 2's younger brother Mondo. Here we go. Some dark ass backstory, man. Mondo, man. I wish I had known a little bit of this. I should have filled in more of his backstory. Members of the gang.
I just...
Stronger than that.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't care what it takes, gotta come out on top. Was it worth doing the Chihiro? Didn't he learn the lesson from doing it? The guilt that he had to go and kill Chihiro for people. Reminds me of Yakuza 1 this bit in a way. Yeah. Mondo challenged him to a street race. Did he actually kill his brother, or was it just his brother died? Tragedy struck. That's an oncoming traffic. Ah, his brother saved him. Crazy Diamond. So he didn't actually kill him. It was his recklessness. Oh, shit. Hold on, delivers final words. Jeez. You gotta keep the gang together. Damn, man. Promise between men. It would have made it much worse for him if a secret came out that he was capable of killing his brother. But why is Monokuma so fucking not elaborate on it? It shouldn't just say killed his brother. His dad died because of his, you know. But I guess that's embarrassing enough. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. He didn't kill his brother though. His recklessness did, but his brother's choice was to save him, innit? He was made even stronger than the band of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Shit. Explanation, Mondo's lie became the truth. That is kind of fucked, man.
I just...
Strong. Fuck. You know how the mind can twist the facts, yeah? How he pretended to be, he was just on a weakling that could die in an instant. It would have undone everything he built up, right? Lovely hit from Monokuma and after embarrassing secrets. Fuck, man. Mondo, man. I actually said I didn't think Mondo could be a guy to break like this. Killed his own older brother. Gang members. But what about the strangers you're around? Practically strangers. It would have been alright, man. It would have been destroyed. All been for nothing. They already thought Mondo was too weak to lead the gang, so if he told the truth, they would have hated him more. Okay. What I mean is why he was so worried. I know that there's a risk that if these guys will find out by secret, it will spread once they leave. But it was just weird, right? I guess it's just generally he just doesn't want anyone to know.
I just
didn't know what to do about it. Lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. Was it at that moment that he wanted to kill her? Like she was just there for the taking, for the he could have killed anyone, but he went for the one who was the most vulnerable. That's what I fucking don't understand. Asked me to work out with him, and right there he told me a secret. Oh.
I'm sorry.
But why? Yeah.
Huh? But I want to change.
Okay. I want to destroy that version of me forever. Exposing the lie I'd been living myself. So they are very alike. To change, I don't want to be weak anymore. No, it wasn't that simple. Saying if I really am, I should be able to tell everyone my secret. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just asking. Not just to the guys in the school. His intention wasn't to kill her prior, not just to the guys in the school. Chihiro is a trap. Yeah.
Huh?
I was jealous. Chihiro's strength. He had the strength of his wings. So jealousy broke me. Alright. He got jealous and he...
What?
He has a temper.
No!
Oh, wow, this is a big misunderstanding, man. Big misunderstanding. Creep. Broken. He plays broken. My secret grip revealed and everything. Shit, man. I didn't want him to break, man. The weakest one was the one that was actually trying to get strong. The guy that everyone thought was the strongest guy just fucking broke.
Damn you!
I just wanted to...
I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
See, men don't do well bottling shit up. I realized. Men don't do well bottling shit up. It comes out like this.
You son of a bitch!
Oh my god. Shit, man. Mondo-sama. He was laying at my feet covered in blood. He's so red, man. This is why I thought, shit, he's swearing a lot. He's letting it out. Whatever he's pent up inside him, he's honest. He's passionate. But he still had that one fucking secret he wouldn't talk about. Nah, I feel bad for Taka though.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. Thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid the weak side from everyone. That was his secret. Fuck, man. Cold-blooded. Monokuma's too much. Too much, man. I can't hate the guy, though. There's something about Monokuma I just fucking love. For a memory. He went through his regrets on the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Monokuma, man. Ishimura's gonna step out of line, though. But I hope he doesn't, though. Is that what you want to say? But because the time of punishing. Well, how did this go wrong? How did this go wrong? I was so wanting it to be the people I disliked in this game. Execution.
Well now.
The blackened that disturbed the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
How is it going to be related to Bike King? Mondo is a very sympathetic killer. Yeah, he is.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Jeez, man. This is going to be tough to watch. I feel, but you know what? I like Taka. And I'm with him, man. I'm with him. God damn, man.
I couldn't keep the promise we made.
That was a bromance and a half, man. Oh, man. Really? Time for punishment. Not best for this one. Nah, not this one. I didn't give a fuck if Leon died, but yeah, it's a bike related. Oh, come on. What are they gonna do? Monokuma's on the bike. Cage of death. Salute Mondo, you motherfuckers, man. What is happening? Ah, okay. What was Monokuma doing, man? Oh, hell no. What the heck? They electrocuted in there. What happened to him? Mondo butter. They churned him up. They turned him to butter. What they churned is that? Silently dances to salsa. Mondo toast butter. You laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. Oh my days. Mondo butter. What the fuck was that? He churned him so. Another execution. That is fucked. I'm glad he didn't die like miserably, right? Like getting fucking pelted with fucking baseballs. That's too much. Like I'm glad it wasn't too good, you know, gratuitous, if that's the word. Mondo butter should be at Walmart. Fuck, man. Alright, I'm gonna only end the stream once this chapter's over, so. Mondo, my boy. I swear, if anything happens to Taka now, I'm done. I'm done. Poor guy, man. I feel sorry for him, man. Damn, man. We were each forced to realize once again. You know what? Can you guys all agree that we all want fucking Byakuya dead? Like, if you hadn't guys have played this, right now you good guys would want Byakuya dead. Just a game to him, man. But Byakuya was technically helping Mondo out by doing that.
What is this?
What game? One of our friends is dead.
Naturally.
Hey.
Fuck, man. I'm kind of upset, like, at Taka's response, because he's so invested in that friendship, you know what I mean? And I like the Mondo as well, but it's kind of heartbreaking, man. I'm not gonna lie. Byakuya are greater than Mondo. Nah, man. No, I don't like people like that.
However,
the only way to disguise Mondo's crime.
What?
Because it made things more interesting. What a fucking loser this guy is. What a fucking loser. I hope he gets his just desserts, and his execution is like the most disgusting execution. Look at that hubris.
Honestly.
Look at that fucking hubris. Nighttime rule. I don't recall agreeing to it. Please, something
There
happened
is
to him.
nothing to be done.
Please continue. I stumble upon him. Saw the corpse.
What?
And there's no rule that can hold him to account. There's literally no rule in here that can hold him to account.
Well...
He knew the culprit was from the beginning.
That's right.
If we hadn't come to the conclusion of Mondo, did he trust us to find it was Mondo? Because if we'd got it wrong, we'd all be dead. Did he actually trusted us to find out who it was? And that's why he's kind of been so helpful as well, I guess. We were right at the beginning, true. This is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. Alright. Dead. Yeah, Berserker. Liven things up.
I see.
He probably would have spilled if we got off track. If we got off track, he might have spilled anyway, so he decided to use that.
But
You would have been dead too. Yep. Yeah. See, that's exactly what I just said. Yeah. Yeah. He turned and looked me in the eye. piercing into me. It never did, and I was able to perform an experiment. I'm gonna be the one to fucking find you out, man. One of these cases, he's gonna step out of line, and I am gonna pin this motherfucker down.
Interesting.
I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Yeah, you better, you fucking bellend.
Correct.
God, I'm so invested in being him. You know what's worse is that was Mondo. I was so invested in being the guy I hated most that it turned out to be one of the characters I actually liked the most.
Indeed.
I'm gonna listen to your story.
Hey.
What's this?
You.
Each time. No, particularly. This despair, it's not just for you. Mankind itself. That music.
What?
Transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
Me.
What the heck?
Me.
Damn it!
What does it mean? Exactly. What we are. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor.
Ooh, how exciting!
Man, the despicable guys will get along. You better not be, man.
That's enough.
Just criminal like you, anime. So cheap completely. You're up next. That's a statement, man. Just pit Monokuma and fucking Byakuya together. Put them in a room and fucking let them fight out.
My family.
Togami family. Which is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up!
Really? No trash on for you. That will kill you. Damn, man. Maybe we need Byakuya for a little while. Maybe he's a necessary evil right now. It's not like somebody's difficult. This banter is good. Wow, that's awesome, man. I gotta say, man, that was an experience, man. That was a fucking roller coaster. You're not even the MC, mate. Yeah. The killing game, yep. The mastermind wouldn't let it end. Those who were still alive. Our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. There's little clues of a thread being planted as well. There's that letter that said that there's a motive behind the mastermind. If we figure that out, we can. That felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. Courage, effort, friendship. It felt like it amounted to nothing at all. You know, Makoto's writing or inner monologue is written far more elegantly than the other stuff. I like that. Because as a viewer, you'll cringe, right? If you're not thinking like we might think, right? If you're taking it serious. I like that. Monoku, yeah, he is a necessary evil for now. Yeah, worst kind of despair. It was a save. Oh.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Who's he talking to?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
That girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any
Oh, he's talking about the
stopping it.
first one, I'm guessing. Sayaka. No, not Sayaka, sorry. The first girl killed someone.
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
So there is a plant somewhere, right? There is someone who's a shill, basically.
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Ah, man, I knew there would be one.
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
I was thinking about the outcomes rather than the which set everything in motion. Okay, so there is a plant in here.
After all,
I was so sure that there was one plant. Everyone wants to see. It looks like a dude, but it could be a chick. Easily be a chick. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but...
What was that?
Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
Okay, 16 students.
And nobody be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Dr. Manhattan. True, that's also true. I have predictions for it. Could be, of course, Celeste a plant, and I felt like Kyoko is a plant. Byakuya has to up his ass to be that. He wouldn't get along like this with him. At least not like openly. Celeste or Kyoko, one of those two is the plant, I think. That's my guess for now. It's a me, Mario. Boy's life of despair. That was tragic, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. That totally didn't go the way I expected. 10 students left. That's the One Piece. Isn't that the One Piece font? To be continued. Or something. Crazy diamond present. Fuck, man. Yeah, alright, man. I'll be honest. That was the most... Oh, I can't, like... That was too much, man. Seriously. Alright, I'm gonna end it here, man. It's getting really late. I thought this would be over in about 2 hours, but 3 hours, but that's cool, man. So I'll be doing it not tomorrow, like I said, not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow, the next one. How many chapters does this game have? Someone let me know how many chapters. This is end of chapter 2. Lord, give Mondo's jacket to Taka now that he's deceased. Oh yeah. No, but I'm maxed out on Taka. I'm maxed out on this case always hurts. I'm like, I didn't expect to like Mondo, but somehow I just gravitated towards Mondo and Taka, and it just turns out that it just fucking killed, man. Yeah. How many chapters does this game have? This is the end of chapter 2. Dr. Manhattan. There's a little chat delay. You sure you want to know how many chapters? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind, really. My guess was 5 chapters. Something like 5. 5 or 6, I guess. Yeah, I was guessing 5. Six. Okay, nice. I like it. They done that on purpose. They knew you would like these dudes. It's weird. Like there's a certain amount of insight into this, psychological insight into this. They almost know who you're gonna respond to or enjoy, right? And the second case turned out to be Taka breaking down because Mondo was hiding this big ass secret. But I know they've already built this game up to be like, you got an archetype, but we're gonna flip down his head. We're gonna show you that there's more to these characters than meets the eye. So, alright, guys, man, thank you, man. That was awesome, man. That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna say, so far between the first and second, I know the first is a tutorial. That was definitely my favorite one so far. I like that. They fuck with my head. Thank you, man. No worries, Extra Towel, man. Baker, Berserker, all you lurkers. And if you lurkers are not subscribed to me and want to get the updates for the streams, because they're at different times, then please sub if you enjoyed that. But yeah, thank you guys. Troy, all you guys. Yeah, take care, man. Take it. Human nature, man. That's awesome game. I didn't even expect this game to be this good. So I'm glad you guys actually convinced me to come back to it. Yeah, take care, Berserk. Peace out, guys.